Okay guys, so I'm in my beautiful Volkswagen Jetta. My crap car, I guess how you want to call it. And this is the start to the video. Pretty crazy, right? Anyway, so we got another piece of machinery that we used last year that we brought back. And it's the no-till drill, the counties. I was talking about it in the last video. So we're going to use this to plant our wheat for the winter so that we can not combine. Man, my brain's all out of whack today. We are going to cut that in the spring and wet bale it and wrap it like it is there. That's what we did with our wheat this year. That's what we're going to do again because that seems to work really well. Cows don't get diarrhea like they do the silage sometimes. So we're gonna use that to plant our wheat, and that way we don't have to chop anything up and use the regular planter. Save a little bit on fuel, save a little bit of money when we can, and just plant it because it don't cost much to rent it. They make money off of it. They do. They make enough to make the payment on it and then some. But to us, it doesn't cost us much to rent this machine and use it to get done what we need to get done. I don't understand why pigs like the taste of garden hose, but they seem to like it. Oh, the camera's dirty. Over the weekend, we decided to clean some pig pens and move some pigs. So this pen was a full pen, now it's separate. Along with this one up here, this was all connected. And it's not. A couple of these pigs are planning on having piglets, so switch them around so that they are, I want to say, in a clean environment to have their pigs. So we clean the pen out, throw straw down, keep them happy. And we definitely need to clean the barn out. We just recently bedded it again. Cows have been in here eating because, like I say, the pastures are dry here. Ain't no pasture. It's a little bit, but not enough. But we're gonna clean this barn out here this weekend too. Maybe do some plowing this evening, but if we don't plow this evening, we're definitely gonna be plowing, you know, either tomorrow or Friday evening or Saturday. We gotta grind some feed again on Saturday. That's the plan. But for right now, it's just slow and steady until we get ready to pick corn and shell corn. Alright guys, so got the plow ready to go. Talked to Pap. He said we could do a little bit of plowing this evening before it gets too dark. And then get down there. He's gonna show me what we're gonna plow. And we'll go from there. There we go. Already started plowing. I don't know what it is about plowing, but I tell you what, ain't nothing like seeing that fresh dirt get rolled over. I'm gonna get this tractor situated here, and we'll get back to it. dirt's just rolling off the plow. You're not catching any rocks, nothing like that. That's when it's really satisfying when you're plowing. You basically have to do it and see it to get that satisfaction. Yeah, I mean, a lot of you know what I'm talking about, but I just wanted to get that on film, because for you to see it on film, it's like, you know, I think it's cool. Alright, so we got the majority of this field here plowed. We might plow a little bit more over the hill there. There's a tree stand over there. Might plow a small strip, but he just wanted a small strip plowed to plant wheat, and then we'll split the wheat, as I said before. But this John Deere plow is actually doing a very good job. Even Pap said it. Pap's not a big John Deere plow fan. He likes the Internationals, but this one was rolling it over real nice. As you guys could tell in the videos, I thought it was rolling it over fantastic, and I'm very pleased with that. It's nice to have a couple set of plows, and you know, you can get something done with a couple sets of plows. The tractor's doing great. The TA problem, I really don't know what's going on there. Remember how I said whenever I was in at the fair and I pulled and it just stopped? I had those plows all but sunk, and I was pulling the TA back in case I needed some power or whatever, and it didn't do nothing. Like, it was fine. I know that doesn't compare to the weight that sled is, but I figure if it's slipping underneath the plow's weight, then there's a problem, but it wasn't. So I'm gonna make another pass or two and then call it a night and go home, start fresh the next day. I will say this, it is hard to plow and video at the same time, so if the video seems a little rough, I apologize. Alright guys, so it's the following day. Head back over to try and finish this plowing. We're almost done. We got like that little swath there left. Trenton's trying to pop wheelies in the Massey. I seen him earlier bringing the front end of the tractor up. All right guys, so I just wanted to take a short second here and talk to you guys about like skid steers. I've been wanting to buy a skid steer for a while now, and I'm not gonna lie, this is a Bobcat T76 R series skid steer. This is the first time I've ever run one. I'm hauling some dirt at work, but I just want to take a quick minute and say that I do like this skid steer. It's set up with H pattern, but you can also set it up like cat controls to where you can operate the movement of the machine with this joystick and the loader with this joystick. But yeah, this is a good friend of ours for work, and like I said, it's an amazing machine. 7-inch touchscreen. This machine only has 293 hours, so it's a brand new machine, and he uses it a lot and he loves it. I was never a big Bobcat fan, but after running this today, even though I don't like H pattern, that's the only thing I don't like, but he says that that can be switched for how new of a machine it is. You can switch it. You can have either cat controls or like regular H pattern bobcat controls. I guess that's what you want to call it. But it's a really high-tech machine, and it's really freaking sweet. So and it's really quiet in the cab. That's one thing I really like. It's really quiet in the cab. I can actually talk. If I wanted to talk to myself, I could talk to myself in a moderate tone and still hear myself talk. And even if I was like filming in here, videoing, and I had my own bobcat like this at home on the farm, I could actually talk to you guys, and I could operate this thing honestly with one hand. I could stop and pick the loader up with this joystick and then run with this joystick and film. That's the main reason why I like cat controls, so I can still film. So I just wanted to show you guys that. We'll talk more in the next clip. I actually just figured this out. I just wanted to show you guys, so you can change it right now as it sits. Let me unlock it. You can change it from iOS or ISO to H. I just realized that. You can switch them. There's no complicated ordeal to it. You can switch it right as it is. So there, I can move it, and here I can pick and operate the loader with that joystick. So yeah, this is a pretty sweet machine. I think I'm gonna buy one. Straight up gonna buy one. I really like this machine. Was not a Bobcat fan. I believe I am now. All right, guys. So I'm in my truck. Just got off work. Got home. I gotta find where Pap and Trenton are. They got the White Stripe 10 and the planter, and they're out no-tilling right now. So I'm gonna go over here to the other farm and see if they're over here, which I think that's where they're at. They might be at the high school where we farmed a little bit of ground back in there. So we'll find them, go from there, figure out what's going on. Okay, so I got over here to the other farm, and it looks like Pap's on the tractor now, and Trenton's walking in the field over there. So what we're planting, and now that I know I'm correct, it's wheat. We're planting winter wheat to disbine, take the disbine over them in the spring to wrap these bales. That is the plan, which I've already mentioned that several times. I'm not going to bore you with that. So we'll go over here and look at the seed in the bed of Pap's truck. And then I'll walk out here and see what's going on and see how much more they have left to do. Okay, so I totally just ate shit after I was getting off the truck. I missed the bumper and landed in that groundhog hole. Luckily, I didn't break an ankle. That would have been bad. But you can see where that planter's going in. Right there. You can tell in the video where the rows are. There's one there, one there, one there, one there. So these no-till planters ain't no joke. They get the job done. So we got everything in here ready to go. So put broom grass seed in here, some orchard grass seed, and then the barley seed. So I was asking Pap, because things change. So obviously I'm telling you how that things are changing. We was supposed to plant wheat, but something changed. I don't know, I'll have to ask him later, but so he's not sure if we're gonna cut bales next spring and wrap. But what I do know is that this is gonna get combined probably. We might wrap some hay next spring. So I'm gonna ride back here, even though it's a little bit rough a ride. I'm trying to keep the camera as steady as I can, but it is a little hard with how rough it is. All this in here is already planted. We're planting this up here. You can tell the difference where all the stubbles and everything is all still standing. I didn't think we were going to be able to know where we were at, but it's pretty obvious. we just filled up with seed again, and we're gonna go up here to this far long strip. It's about a 5-acre strip of wheat stubbles. It's oat stubbles. So we're gonna plant it. We got, you know, all the mixings in here. All the fixings. So this is what we got. Sorry for the shaky camera. I'm trying to hold it steady, but when I hit a bump, it's hard to avoid that. So we got her all mixed together. Another day. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. Got a little bit more plowing to do today. Just found that out. This tractor needs oil before it blows up because it's below the ad mark. Got to grind some feed today, do a little bit of disking. So I'm gonna go up here, get some oil for this tractor and start the day. We got hooked up to the grinder this time. My tractor's hooked up to the plow. I gotta go plow some more ground that guy wants plowed. Brett and Pap are gonna grind feed. Pap went into the mill to get some shelled corn to grind feed, hog feed and calf feed, because as you can tell, we have no corn. We're waiting to get our corn picked and shelled so that we can fill our corn crib and our gravity wagon, shelled corn. There goes Trenton. He's doing something, I'm not sure what. He's waiting on Pap to come back so we can finish grinding feed. But Pap's in town with my grandmother, so they went to get groceries and to get stuff for the farm. So like a food plot that they have here, and they asked for us to plow it, so I'm gonna plow it for them. I don't know what all they want plowed. I'm assuming like right there where the end of the plow is, down to the end over there is what they want plowed. So that's what we're gonna do. I wanted to talk about something on the tractor, but I can't remember. But it'll come. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about it. These wheel wedges, the mechanic that was working on Trenton's tractor tightened those up for me. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. And so far, so good. They haven't been moving, I don't think. They've been staying right where I want them to be. I replaced the wedge on this side, and I hope it ain't moving. But I gotta put like a piece of tape. It's a little loose, so it could be tightened up again. So I replaced this wedge because the other wedge, the threads got stripped on it. But this tractor, I have the wheel weights on it, but I also have the fluid is halfway on these tires. So it's half full with fluid. They used to be full, but I drained half of it because it would get to bouncing so bad, and it was just so heavy. When the tires were full on this tractor, it weighed 17,500 pounds. Now it's down to about 15,000 even, which is nice. Full of fuel, it probably would weigh like 15,100, but Alright, so that all turned out amazing. So I'm gonna go back and grab the disc with that tractor, and we're gonna chop this piece up, that piece over there up. Gonna make it all nice and smooth for them so they can plant whatever they want to plant in it. So Pap decided that he, I guess out of spite, I want to say, he decided that he's gonna plow this piece in the front yard. So I had the camera zoomed in. Normally I film in 0.5, which is that, but I have it zoomed in on 2. It's rolling that over pretty good. I don't know, we've planted so much stuff in there in the past so many years. It probably needs plowed. this one done, I'll help him finish that one. The landowner's over there disking with his Kubota, as you can see. So we're gonna get this done. I'm gonna get some of this done here and shoot another clip. Oh, this is rough. So I got done with the other field right over there down the hill. So I jumped over here to help Trent finish this. The ground is turning out really good, but it's soft. You can feel the tractor sink down into the dirt. It has to work a little harder to pull the disc through the ground. This tractor doesn't even know this disc is back there. That's like a 12, I don't even know if it's 12 foot. I think it's 12 foot, might be a 10 foot. I'm not sure, but it's not a very big disc. Alright guys, so we got this field disc, this one done, and that one's done. All in all, it turned out really good. This one's really nice and flat. It's not too rough and bouncy. It's nice and smooth. This one probably needs a little bit more work. That one might need some work, but it'll probably get a little bit of rain on it or something. Try and get the weather to work the ground a little bit, if that makes any sense. Usually helps, but might have to just keep going over the disc until we get it flat. I don't know. So yeah, that field turned out pretty good, and so did this one. I just got done with that one. Everything's real like nice and fluffy and plush, I guess if you want to call it. So yeah, turned out really good. Same with over here. This turned out really good. This has worked a lot more than the other two. We weren't even supposed to plow this, but we ended up plowing anyway. So, nice and fluffy. Anyway, this damn thing, that wheel is walking on that axle, so I got to get it back to the farm before it falls the hell off. Then we're going to have some real problems. It's the last thing I need. So that pretty much wraps up the video. We got all this important stuff done that we needed to get done. Everything's planted. All of our winter crop. Over that over there is disc. You know, once we get the wheat planted there, that'll be done. There'll be a video on planting that. Actually, I don't know if I'll have a video on that because I'm pretty sure they're gonna plant it, but I could be wrong. We got some planting to do over at the high school that we farm at, so we're gonna figure on doing that next weekend. And we're getting closer and closer to getting ready to pick corn. We got to find a narrow row picker. That's the goal here. We need to get a narrow row picker found so that we can pick our corn. And that's essentially the game plan. Okay guys, so with that being said, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.